Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today we have a little bit of a different video. We have a review slash demo slash, no, we're just gonna call it review. You know what? Review. So I recently just got this new camera. This is the Canon G7X Mark II, and if you've been following me for a while, you know that I got the Canon G7X Mark I, or like the original one. So I did upgrade and I got the Mark II now, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and review on this new camera. So first off, before we move on, I just want to mention and say that this by any means is not a professional review. I just want to put a disclaimer out there. This is coming from a beauty vlogger. I really hate using that word, but I am going to use it today, and this is coming from a person who does makeup and maybe sometimes vlogs. And what do? What else do you do, Gabby? You take pictures for Instagram. So I don't take professional pictures by any means, so take that into consideration when you're watching this video. So that's my little disclaimer. Let's get on to the video. First things first, I just want to give you guys my little background on this camera, because I was originally supposed to get the Sony a5100 because a lot of beauty people here have it, and I feel like it does take really nice pictures, but I kind of wanted it because everybody else had it, you know, and I kind of wanted to try it and whatnot. So that camera is on back order, and I don't know if you can get it now. I really needed a camera, so I couldn't wait that long, so I canceled my order, my pre-order of that camera, and I ended up just getting the Canon G7X Mark II, and this camera is a bit more expensive than that one. I've seen reviews of the a5100, but I don't know exactly how that performs, so I can't tell you guys my opinions on that camera, so I am going to base everything off of this little camera right here. But if you're wondering about that, you know, whole story, I blabbered on Snapchat about like getting the Sony a5100 and whatnot. I just couldn't wait that long. I did go to a Best Buy and someone told me that that camera is being discontinued, so that was another reason why I ended up just getting this camera. Okay guys, don't mind the hair, I just had to put it up. I have all these lights in front of me and it's just getting way too hot with that AC on. So first thing I want to cover about this camera is the ergonomics. I think that's how you say it, I'm not really sure, but basically it's all the features and how like compact it is and all the outer specs of the camera. So I really like how this camera is a lot smaller. If you do have the Canon G7X and you're planning on switching to the Mark II, it is going to be a little bit heavier. I remember my Canon G7X one was a little bit lighter than this one. I honestly really don't mind that this camera weighs a little bit more than the original one. It doesn't make a difference for me, so if you do not like a heavier camera, you might not like this. It's not like it's really heavy. So one other thing that this camera has that I really like is this part right here. It has more of a grip, so you can kind of hold it and you get more of a grip when you're maybe like vlogging or taking pictures, and it's not slippery. It has this other kind of material, rough kind of, I don't know what I would call it. It's kind of like rubbery but not rubbery. Yeah, you have this little thing right here that helps you. And then I think coming from the original Canon G7X, I know that they changed this little dial right here, which is how you change the brightness. You can make it lighter with this little dial right here, or darker. You can change the exposure. That's what I was trying to say. The other cool thing I really like about this camera is the little viewfinder right here. So if you are a vlogger, I feel like this is just a must camera for you. It is amazing that it has this so you guys can see yourself in the little viewfinder. That's a pretty cool feature that I really like, but make sure to look at the camera and not at the viewfinder. So yeah, just a little tip for you. When you move towards the back of the camera, you can see that the little viewfinder does come out into this kind of like V-shaped form. So you can adjust this to come out, and then the viewfinder comes down, or you want it more up. It just helps you better when you're taking pictures. Maybe like when you're low on the ground, you can pull this out and it just helps you view the little viewfinder better. It's very adjustable, or you can just keep it up like this. Like I like to use it. I like to use it like this. Aside from that, I really like the whole camera itself. I know they changed this other thing too. If you have the original Canon G7X, they do have this little clicky thing right here so you can hear the dial. You don't hear it now. If I go up, I hope you guys can hear this. You can hear the dial. So this is the zoom. So this is definitely very compact. I can put this in my purse. I can just grab it with one hand. It's kind of like the size of my hand, so I really like how small and little it is. It is a little bit heavier than the other one, like I did mention, but I really don't mind that about the camera. So the price of this camera was $750, and I know that's a little bit pricey for a camera, but this camera is just so high quality, guys, that if you're looking to start videos, I feel like this would be one of like the good cameras to invest in. You can use it for vlogs, you can use it for pictures. I feel like it is so versatile, and I feel like it's a good investment to have a good camera. I got this on Amazon, but you do want to add maybe like $100 extra to the $750 because there's tax and then there's insurance that I did get. It was like around 60 something, so I'm not sure of the exact price, but it came out to maybe a little bit more than $850 total. So this is a little bit of a pricey camera, but you know, if you're looking to invest in a good camera, highly recommend this camera. I know they didn't have it in stores because there's like a high demand for these cameras right now. A lot of vloggers out there just want this camera so bad. I feel like Amazon is your best choice for now, even though you have to wait those 4 days. When I have to wait for an Amazon package, I'm like tracking it like, oh my god, where are you? So picture and video quality, I feel like this is one of the best video quality cameras that I can get hands on. It just detects everything and everything is so crisp. So the video quality I just freaking love on this camera. I'm gonna insert a couple clips right here so you guys can see. You can see everything in the video and it is just so clear, and you can set it to manual settings if you want, and you can have like auto settings for those of you who are beginners. I for sure have it on auto. This camera has a lot of settings that you can play around with. I feel like that you can make such an amazing video out of this little compact camera. I feel like the picture quality on this camera is also amazing. A lot of people on my Instagram ask me what I use to take pictures, and most of the time, maybe like before July, all my pictures were from this camera right here, and that was the Canon G7X Mark I, and now I just upgraded to this camera, and I'll show you guys pictures that I posted on my Instagram right here so you guys can see. I feel like you can just see everything. I really love the camera. I like the video quality. I like the picture quality. I feel like it's just amazing. Like I said, I'm not a photographer, so I really don't know how to use the manual settings, but I am planning on taking a class so I can further my knowledge on cameras and I can use more of the features on this camera. But as of now, the auto just works great, and the video quality for my vlogs. So I use this camera for vlogging, and if you follow me on my vlog channel, you can see everything is filmed with this camera. So if you want to see more of the video quality on this camera, all my vlogging on my vlog channel has been filmed with this little baby right here. So I'll list it down below for you guys and you guys can check it out. One thing I did notice with this camera is that I think they fixed or they bettered the low light performance, because when I was vlogging I noticed that when I turned against the light, it immediately adjusted itself and it was so clear and so bright, even though like I didn't have a light around me. So that's great, and that is it about low light performance. Another cool thing about this camera is that it has a time-lapse feature that you can use. I've seen it on YouTube already, but I haven't tried it yet, so I can't wait to try it. It just looks really cool how you can create, you know, like a time lapse and everything. You can do it with clouds, with buildings, with cars, everything. So definitely Google that and you can see what time lapse is. It's definitely a cool feature, and this camera comes with it. That's really cool, and also the macro feature on this is super amazing. So because this is touchscreen, you have a really cool feature of having the ability to use the macro feature, I guess, better than other cameras that are not touchscreen. I'm going to show you guys a clip right here where I'm using the macro feature, and you can just tap on whatever you want focus and it focuses on that, and it just creates really cool videos if you're into video making. I think it's really cool. You know, like when you have that blurry background? Yeah, I love that. So last but not least, guys, I just want to say that, believe it or not, this camera has a little selfie feature that you can take videos, and it is called, so this feature is called self-portraits, and you basically can just shoot self-portraits, and it lets you adjust the blurriness of the background that you have, and it also smoothes your skin. Oh my god. It's just like the feature that the Sony a5100 has, and I know a lot of beauty vloggers love that camera because of the smoothing feature, and they post beautiful, it makes you look all perfect. That Sony a5100, not gonna lie, it takes amazing pictures for makeup, for like, I don't know, I feel like it just grabs into your soul, and the detail of that picture is just great. But I just want to mention that this camera also has that feature. It's not as great as the Sony a5100, it's a little bit different, but you can work with it. You don't need a smoothing feature if you have, you know, like you have abs and everything, so that wasn't like a big deal breaker for me. I didn't know that I had that smoothing feature. I haven't really played around with that feature just yet, but I want to see like how good it is. I'm not really sure how well it works. I just want to say that it's not Sony a5100 quality. If you're a beauty vlogger, you know what I mean. I feel like with that camera, you can see just everything so clear. I don't know, I just feel like it's not the same, but it is an okay feature for this to have, but I really don't mind that. I don't think I'll be using that to take pictures, honestly. Like, so I hope this helped you out in your journey to trying to find a camera. I feel like I've watched so many of these and I wanted to make my own video just giving you guys my honest thoughts and opinions, because I feel like I told you guys on Snapchat that I was going to get the Sony a5100 and I didn't get it. So I ended up changing my mind, completely going the opposite way, and I don't regret it at all. I love this camera. I think I said I love this camera like a million times in this video, so I'm sorry if I annoyed you or something. But yeah, that is all for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will list everything down below. Don't forget to check out my vlog channel, okay? Go subscribe to my vlogs, okay? I'm watching you. Just an FYI, if you don't follow me on my vlog channel, I am moving, so in my next video after this one, you might see something a little bit different. So definitely come along and join my journey. I'll be scared as shit moving. I don't know why I'm scared, but it's just scary, guys. But I'm also excited, to be honest. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm watching you. Bye.